Elegy for Jane.
Igor Rocky.
I remember the neck curls, limp as damp as tendrils, and her quick look, a sidelong pickerel smile, and how, once startled into talk, the light syllables leaped for her as she balanced into the light of her thought.
A wren, happy, tail to the wind, her song trembling, twigs and small branches, the shade sang with her. The leaves, their whispers turned to kissing, and the mold sang in the bleached valleys under the rose.
Oh, when she was sad, she cast herself down to such a pure depth, even a father could not find her, scraping her cheek against straw and stirring the clearest water.
My sparrow, you are not here, waiting like a fern, making a spiny shadow. The size of wet stone cannot console me, nor the moss wound with the last light.
If only I could nudge you from this sleep.
My maimed darling, my skittery pigeon.
Over this damp grave I speak the words of my love.
I, with no rights in this matter,
Neither father nor lover.
The dramatic situation in the poem is the speaker is talking about the untimely death of a loved one named Jane. In the first three stanzas, he starts to speak. The poem is it talks about how that's her personality in the first three stanzas, and how she looked and how she acted when she was sad, and how important she was to people. And then in the fourth stanza, he explains how time has passed since her death. And in the fifth stanza, it's him wishing that he could bring her back, that he wants her back and he can't deal with it.
In the first two stanzas, his diction reveals how much he cared about her in life, saying how much he admired her. He would compare her to leaves and say that the leaves would sing with her, and how she was very shy at first, but once you got to talk to her, the syllables leaped from her, how she would be elated and happy all the time. But in the third stanza, he said that while she was always happy, she would also go down to such a pure depression, a state of depression, where even a father couldn't find her, even faith couldn't bring her out of it. And through his diction in this line, scraping her cheek against straw, he gives you an image of her crying in what would possibly be a barn, scraping her cheek, sobbing all by herself. In the last two stanzas, his diction turns more personal. He starts talking to her instead of a general audience, which he did in the first two. He talks that, like, in her death, how much her death affected him, that the size of what stone, a tombstone cannot console him, that it can't bring her back. He expressed how much he loved her and how much her death has affected him.
Alright, so the poem, there's no real organization. It's written in free verse. There's internal rhyme, in the first line, neck curls and tendrils, but he doesn't follow up with that. So that just conveys to the reader as to how distraught and how much her death has affected him.
Well, this title of this poem is Elegy for Jane, and elegy is one of our vocab words, which is a lament for the dead. So, which is the speaker of this poem is expressing his grief of her death, and he pays a memoir, as you say, to Jane, who has passed away, and just remembering her through this poem.